Hey everybody. Okay, so I'm continuing my little videos on some really helpful things that I found on Etsy, and that goes along with Classical Conversations. Right now, cycle 1, but I would assume that any of these resources would also be available for any cycle. So this next thing I'm going to talk about, so I've already talked about a drawing resource that goes along with science. So if you didn't see that video, please check it out. It's the We Draw to Learn. It looks like this, and it's really amazing. The second thing I want to talk about, it also goes along with science. There's also a history one, and this is a cycle 1 crafts and hands-on activities for history and science. And so one thing is my foundations, I only have one right now in foundations, and he's 6. So I didn't want to do like a huge, I'm not a big believer in incorporating a huge outside curriculum into Classical Conversations. I really like the idea of using CC as our core curriculum. I don't want to buy another curriculum. What we talk about and discuss in our history and science is amazing, and I just want to dig into each of those topics each week as it's age appropriate for my kids. I have 2 older kids that have already gone through foundation, so I've been through all the cycles 3 times each already. So working on 4 times now. So I loved this when I found it because this is perfect. It's just enough to add to each week without being overwhelming, and add a little bit of something fun and extra. So let me tell you right now what it is. So here it is. This is from Simply Violet Learning, and I will put the link below. Classical Cycle 1, Ancient History Crafts and Hands-on Activities. And then there is one for science. Okay, so let me just show you exactly what this is. For each week, she gives a fun hands-on activity. Just one thing. That's perfect. That's what I want. I'm not going to do some hands-on craft every single day of the week, and I certainly don't want anything where I have to buy crazy supplies or spend a lot of time prepping or, any of that. I just don't have time for it. Every once in a while that's fun, but on a weekly basis, just having one idea to kind of do a hands-on thing is great. That's just enough for me. So we're getting ready to start week 4. So just to give you an example, it's about the 7 wonders of the ancient world. So she decides to focus in on the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. So her idea is to take one of these cup carriers and then you can go outside and find plants and flowers and leaves and twigs and things like that and decorate it into like a garden. So that you have this visual kind of, it has the 4 areas where the cups are, and it's upside down. So it has, these higher areas and lower areas, and you can really make these plant things kind of hang down over. And so, it's all based on what we think that they look like, because of course it's not there anymore. But the idea is that you can add things to it. You could go get fake plants and flowers from the dollar store, or you could go outside. I mean, it's still nice and warm. Things are in bloom right now this time of year. So this is what we're going to do. I already have this. I've been saving it for like 3 weeks since one time when we went and got fast food. So this is what we're going to do. She gives you all the instructions and what to do. So that's just one example. For week 5, Romans, she does like a mosaic out of seeds, and she gives you different ideas of what you could use. Legos are used, paper plates, regular construction paper, crafts, everything that kind of goes along with like Japan's Heian period, using cardboard to make a sword, a samurai sword. I mean, these are some really great examples. I love this Aztec pyramid out of marshmallows. And there's like a little Lego guy on the top, but then she gives some other ideas. So like if you don't want to use marshmallows, you can use some other things too. So every week is full of some really great, very simple, easy, won't take you more than 30 minutes. But if your kids are really into it, they could spend hours, going on from there. So that's the history. Science is the same thing, only it's about the science topics. Little hands-on activity for the Kingdoms of Living Things, where they've got a picture and they've got like a branch tree kind of thing out. Animal cells and plant cells. Why not make it editable? So here is a Rice Krispie treat type plant cell or animal cell. This one's the plant cell. again, just very simple. I love this. This was fragmentation as a way of showing fragmentation, the sea star. So you make a Play-Doh starfish, and then you break its leg off, and then that leg becomes a new baby starfish. That's how it works. So, you know, just very simple ideas, very easy, hands-on. She does this great thing explaining the types of rocks. I won't give it all away because there's some really great ideas and you should go and download it. But just know there's some really great, very simple, very easy, but very kind of makes the ideas very concrete for your kids. So again, a great way to incorporate multiple ages of your kids. If you have several kids in foundations, you can do history and science hands-on together. If you have the drawing one I've already talked about, you can start by or finish the week by drawing into a journal and writing down some things that you've learned through the week. You can even use some of these as your visual things to put in your journal as well. So I hope that helps. Those are some really great resources that I love. And after years of doing foundations, just really felt like these were good. These are good ideas that aren't a waste of money and that will make my life a little easier, and I don't have to think and find. And certainly I do not have time to go look on Pinterest for hours because I'll end up on there forever. So this just keeps it nice and simple for me. So I hope you enjoy, and I will put those links below.